Today I'm Excellence Simplified. For those of you joining my channel for the first time, I'm Excellence Simplified, and on my channel we talk about all academic related stuffs. So in my channel we help you achieve your dream goal as a student. As a student you are. So as a student, all you need is this channel because starting from academic planning to all you need is on this channel. All right, so today specifically we are going to look at a very important aspect of your student's life, of your student life. So you achieving that your goal as a student, achieving that your dream as a student, this is just what you need. This is just what you need. All right, so today we're going to be talking about strategies for effective study plan. Strategies for effective study plan. So today I said I'm going to be planning your reading for you because most students have entered my DM, come to my DM to say, how do I plan my reading? How do I read? How do most I've received questions like that several times. How do I plan my reading? How do I read? How do I do that? So I'm going to be addressing all those stuffs today. So before I go into planning your reading for you, let me just run through what you stand to gain from this live class today. So the first thing is strategies for effective study plan. So I'm going to be giving you strategies you can use to get an effective study plan that matches you. Another thing I'm going to be talking about is challenges students face when planning their reading. You know, some students have challenges when planning their reading, like they cannot plan their reading by themselves. Some persons, even after planning their reading, they cannot follow their own plan. They finish planning, but they cannot follow their plan. So I'm going to talk about all those challenges also. Then after talking about the challenges students face when planning their reading, I'll talk about solutions to those challenges. So we'll look at how to solve uh, those challenges, those problems. So the next thing we're going to talk about in this live class is strategies for staying organized and motivated. Strategies for staying organized and motivated as a student. Now, when I mean staying organized and motivated, I don't mean I don't mean organizing your house or organizing the clothes you wear. No, that's not what I mean. But most students, they find it very difficult to organize themselves, like in terms of their book. They don't know where they are. They don't know what they've covered. They don't know what they've not covered. They they don't know the number of like everything is just choked up, no plans. And in fact, just that can lead to lack of motivation. You know, some students lack the motivation to read. You hear students say, I don't have any appetite to read. I don't have the I don't just know, but laziness. You hear students say that. You hear students say that. But students say that a lot. Students say that a lot. You hear them say, I lack the motivation to read. Anytime I pick up my book, I'm very lazy about it. And all this. So lack of organization and motivation. I'm going to talk about the strategies you can use to stay organized and motivated with your book. Another thing I'm going to be covering in this live class is uh, how to cover 8 courses in 2 months. Don't worry if you're offering more than 8 courses or less than 8 courses, but I'm going to be using 8 courses to demonstrate this. So how to cover 8 courses in less than 2 months, I'm going to be talking about that. So I'm going to plan it from the first day to the last day with you. And apart from all these things I've listed that we're going to cover, to do is I'm going to give you okay, I think let me end of the class. All right, if you are just joining us, please just drop it in the comment section. I'm with you, so that I'll know you're hearing me loud and clear. So if you're hearing me, just drop it in the comment section. I'm with you. Okay, drop it in the live chat section. I'm with you, so that we know you're hearing me. Is someone with me? Can someone hear me? If you can hear me, say I can hear you. Let me be sure my mic is on. Okay, my mic is on, so hopefully you should be hearing me. Okay, so we have to continue. So I will start from the very first thing. Strategies for effective study plans. Strategies for effective study plans. Strategies for effective study plans. So how can you how can you plan your studies effectively? How can you plan your studies effectively? Now, planning your reading as a student is very, very important to achieve your academic goals. So the first thing is not even the most important thing to make your A's as a student is not even the reading itself. It's not even the reading itself. You've heard some persons say, I read 10 hours every day, and see, you're not getting the results you want. So the most important thing is not all about the reading. Yes. So I'm not here to tell you read. No, the most important thing of how to make that your A is planning. Yes, it's planning. So if you've heard people say they make this A, and that, it's nothing like it. It has nothing to. It has little to do with your IQ or something. Because some persons are very intelligent and they still make D's, they still make E's, they still fail courses. So it's not all about you being too intelligent. I've heard some students say, me, I don't used to know this one. I don't know. It's not all about that. It's about planning. That's the most important thing. So how well are you planning? How well are you planning? So before you start planning your reading, before you even start to plan your reading at all, in this live video, just do this for me. Just assume that you've not done anything. For this semester, just assume that you've not read. Take that assumption that this semester you've not read and your exam is less than 2 months from now. Just make that assumption with me. So your exam is less than 2 months from now and you've not read anything. Let's take that assumption. Now, before you start planning your reading, which you are going to do today, and I'm going to do that with you, before you start planning your reading, this is one thing you should understand first. Understand your course requirements. That's the first thing. And this is a mistake most persons make. Yes, making A is just a simple trick. Let me just use that word, a simple trick. Making A is a simple trick. But most persons jump this first step. Most persons don't even plan. They don't even plan. They just follow as the spirit leads. Then when exam comes, they write the exam and anyhow it comes out. Or during exam time, they bombard themselves. You still have a month and to go to your exams. So you're on the right track already. So even if you've not read for this semester, you will start today. We'll see how we can plan that together. It's not about reading 24 hours a day. No, it's not about reading 24 hours a day. So we are going to plan this together. So the very first thing, please, I would like you to jot this down. I would like you to jot this down so that because it will not end in this live chat. I'm going to have a group chat with you specifically after this live class. So after this live class, I'll add you to a WhatsApp group chat where I'll be monitoring your reading day after day, day after day, day after day. My aim is for you to achieve that your goal. That's my happiness. So until you achieve that A, that's your dream A's, I will not rest. I will not rest. So that's my goal. But if you're hearing me, if you're with me, please kindly drop something in the comment section in live chat so I will know you're hearing me. I will know you're following me. Just type something in the comment section. Type I'm active. Type I'm with you. Type carry on. Type write on in the comment section so that I will know you're actually with me. So while you're doing that, say the very first thing is understand your course requirements. That's the very first thing. Okay, I can see you. All right. The very first thing is understand your course requirements. And what do I mean by that? First, the first thing you have to do is know the number of courses you are offering. This one might not apply to you, but most persons, it is during exam they know the number of courses they are offering. Yes, it is during exam. They will now be asking, oh boy, how many courses are we even doing this semester? it's it's funny, but some persons do that. So the first thing is know the number of courses you're offering. So if you know the number of courses you're offering, good. You are good to go. You are one step close to your A, close to making your A. Now, after knowing the number of courses you're offering, now know their credit units. Very, very important. Know the credit units of the courses you're offering. we have a 1 credit unit course, we have a 2 credit unit course, we have a 3 credit unit course, we even have a 7 credit unit course and a 9 credit unit course. Yes. Now, if you have, let's say you're doing 3 courses for a semester, 3 courses, and these 3 courses, one is a 1 credit unit course, another one is a 2 credit unit course, another one is a 3 credit unit course. You always know that from your course registration. You can always see the credit unit of the course. If you have a course that have 3 credits, like 3 credit units, you don't joke with such course. You don't joke with it, because a B or a C in a 3 credit unit course will reduce your CGPA very well. Yes. If you have a B in 1 credit unit course, it will not affect your CGPA that much. But having a bad score in a 3 credit unit course is a big problem. Is a very big problem. So after knowing the courses you're writing, write down all the courses you're offering for that semester. Then by the side, write their credit units, and don't joke with, if you're joking with any course, you shouldn't joke with any course. But if you are joking with any course, don't joke with a course that have high credit units. Don't joke with any course that have high credit units, because it will definitely affect you. It will affect you if you joke with them. I'll do another live class where I will teach you how to calculate your CGPA, because most persons have, in my DM, most persons have requested for that. So I'm going to teach you how to calculate your CGPA another time, not now. So that's another thing. So know their credit units, and don't joke with any of those courses with high credit units. Meanwhile, don't joke with any course, because 1 credit unit, you need to blast that your A. This semester, I want you to make parallel A's in all the courses you're doing. I want you to make parallel A's, and it is not it's not difficult. You can actually make it. You can actually do it. I know many people have told you that you cannot make a parallel A, or you need to be super intelligent for you to make parallel A. That's a lie. You don't need to be super intelligent for you to make parallel A. You don't need to be super intelligent before you make parallel A. What you need is right inside you already. It's right, which I'm seeing inside you. You might not be seeing it, but I'm seeing it. And after this live class, and after you join the WhatsApp group, and we take our daily exercises, I'm going to be giving you daily exercises, things you do, and monitor you closely, and check if you do not make your parallel A's. Forget, I know by now you're listening, as you're listening to me now, you're in your mind, me parallel A. Let me just make C and go my, no, don't worry. You see, it's like a magic, but it's not magic. All right, so the next thing is the syllabus for each course. I'm still talking about your course requirement, understanding your course requirements. So have syllabus, the syllabus for the course. The syllabus for the course. You've written down all the courses, you've written down their credit units. Now, what are their course outline? The course outline. So after writing down all the courses, you take one course, let's say maths, this. You write all the topics in that course. Write them down. Look for the course outline. That is very, very important, because with the course outline, you can track your progress. With the course outline, you can track your progress. So get the syllabus, the course outline. Get the course outline. It's very easy to get. It's not difficult to get. Some lecturers give their course outline out the first day of lecture. Some don't do that, but you can always get your course outline. So in each course, all your courses, get your course outline and write them all down. Write all the topics in that course. If it is a topic that have textbook and you'll be told that textbook is particularly for that course, specifically for that course, then all the topics there, that's your course outline. Because with your course outline, you can actually plan your reading. With your course outline, you can actually plan everything as regards your reading. And we are going to plan that together. So get your course outline. Another thing is set specific goals. Set specific and realistic goals. Most students, they don't set goals. They only want to make A. And it's not magic now. You don't have specific goals. You don't have a clear goal. And you just want to see your result and see A all parallel there. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Now, get your book and write down specific goals, things you need, And your specific goals, as you're making these goals, you're writing down these goals. Write long-term goals and short-term goals. What do I mean by that? Now, write down a goal for the semester. A semester I've gone far already, so start from today. Write down the goals for the semester, your goals for the semester. Now, after writing down the goals for the semester, that is your long-term goal, what you want to achieve this in a semester. How many times you want to finish your textbook in a semester. Break it down now to short-term goals, monthly goals. So if I'm to achieve this, how many months do I have left? How many months do I have left? You break down that into months. So in this month, I'm going to achieve this. In this next month, I'm going to achieve this. And next month, I'm going to achieve this. So break it down into months. Then the next thing is you break it down into weekly activities. What am I going to do weekly to achieve these monthly goals? The next thing is you break it down into daily activities. So the daily activities will help you to achieve your weekly targets. We're going to giving you background information of what you really need. And as you're hearing me now, from now, start clearing your mind already. Shifting your mind from that I cannot. Start shifting your mind, because by the end of this life class, if you don't have a mind shift towards your academics, then maybe you will not have a mind shift again. So just be ready, because one thing that the only person that can make change is only you. My own is I can just give you what you want, but I will not do it for you. Do you understand? Like, I cannot read for you. I can give you strategies of reading, but if you don't put it into practice, you will not gain from it. So just keep your mindset that way, your mind that way. That's whatever thing you hear from this life class, you are going to apply it, and your reading will slowly change. You see improvement yourself. When you're improving, you know. Nobody will have to tell you that you're improving, and it's showing your results. A semester that you have good results, you will know. You will know. A semester you not do well, you will know also. All right. So after setting specific goals, one thing about not setting goals is you won't even know what you are doing. You cannot even assess yourself. You won't even know whether you are doing well or you're not doing well. You won't know if you are making progress or you're not making progress. You won't know, because you don't even have goal in the first place. You don't even have a target in the first place. So setting targets is very, very important. So from today, set targets. Okay, today this is what I want to read. And because you have targets, you plan yourself. Because you have targets, you limit your movement. But if you don't have target, brother, if someone say maybe you left your house that day to school, and as you got to school, the class was not holding. One of your friends say, let's go and visit, let's go to Choba Junction. I have something to do there. What are friends? So you follow that your friend to Choba Junction. Then from Choba Junction, you met another of your friends. Say, I needed to give something to someone in Alakayo. Can you follow me? Yeah. Use me. You follow. From there, you follow until 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You go back to your house. That day, you've achieved nothing. As a student, you failed that day. But if you had plans from the house, if class did not hold today, this is what I will do. If class did not hold today, you have plans. You will not make careless moves if you have plan for a particular day. So I'm going to plan it with you, but get this background information. All right, so specific goals. Set specific goals for yourself. Set specific goals. Reading. Some persons, they read to show up. Like they will now keep their face like this or like this, so that people will know that they've been reading. Oh boy, see my eye. 2 days now I've not slept. No, that's not it. You don't announce what you're doing. They say study in silence. Let what success make the noise. You're not in class, everybody is there. I'm not saying you should not read in class, but that's when you'll be doing, yes, this photosynthesis is the process so that people will see you're serious. Other things don't matter. What matters is what is showing in your results. So have specific plan and work towards it. And that's one step of getting ahead. Another thing is before we go to another, please, if you've not reacted to this video, react to this video so that this video can be pushed out, so that YouTube can push this video so that other persons can also see it. So react to this video. I need an interactive class. So some persons have reached out to me already that they cannot meet up this live class. When they saw the update, they cannot meet up because of some things, but still this live class is holding and it will hold. So I can make up other classes for them, maybe time to come. But this, react to this video and comment if you've not commented. All right, so that's that. Now, the next thing after setting specific goals is understand your brain pattern. Very, very important. Hope you're writing down these points. Understand your brain pattern. I am different from you. You are different from me. You are different from your next neighbor. You are different from your brother. You have different brain pattern. So even if you are twins, you have different brain pattern. Now, as a student, understand your brain pattern. How does your brain work? Because the way my own brain works is different from the way your own brain is working. Yes. So you don't say because I'm reading in the library. You go to the library to read. What if that's not your own style? So understand how your brain works. Some persons, they understand quickly, they assimilate quickly, like very fast. Once they read a line, it's stuck already to their brain. It's stuck already to their brain. But some persons, you need to read it once, twice, thrice, like that. It's not, nothing is wrong with it. Just understand yourself. Know that this is how your brain is. That you need to read it many times for it to stick. You work with that. You don't start joking with somebody that knows that. Okay, in secondary school, I had a classmate. That's my classmate. He will play with you in class like that guy knows how to play. Me now, I'll not be playing with him, thinking that we are all playing together. But that guy, we go to the house and read. And exam time, I thought I had a playmate. Exam time, he will blast. I'll be looking at him until I saw it was a cheating. So I have to sit down and plan myself too. So understand your brain pattern. You don't do things because others are doing it. Is it really working for you? Is it really working for you? So that's one thing you ask yourself. Study your brain. Know what you can do comfortably. Now, for example, some persons, they understand better in a very quiet environment. That's the best environment for them. So when they go to the library, because library is quiet, they understand very well. So they spend their whole time in the library reading, studying. But you know yourself. Once you are in a very quiet place, the first thing you do is to sleep off and start dreaming. Then because you see that your friend going to the library, the person can cope with quiet environment, reads better in quiet environment, and you, quiet environment makes you to sleep. Then you now join that your friend to library. Your friend will be reading, you will be sleeping. It's not making sense. So you don't do things because others are doing it. No, don't do things because others are doing it. What you do what works for you. Quiet environment does not work for me. Take for example. Then you have to look for what works for you. If reading in a classroom is what works for you, go ahead. Nothing is stopping you. If reading with cool music is what works for you, carry on. But just do what works for you, not what works for others or not what others are doing. If reading in your house is the best thing for you, carry on, brother. Carry on, sister. If it is night class that works for you, go to night class. If it does not work for you, stay in your house. Don't deceive yourself, because I learned most persons deceive themselves a lot going for night class. Back in those days when I was in year one, I used to feel I'm missing. I was not going for night class. I was thinking people that go for night class, they read, only to hear another side of the story. When I told one of my friends then, I said, you people are going for night class, people are enjoying, like because you see others reading, you read, you'll be motivated to read and all those things. The guy laughed. He said, night class. But if you can read in your house, read in your house. So that was what he told me. He said, people come to night class, before you know, gisting, they'll be talking everywhere. Talking until some of them sleep off. Go. Some of them carry wrapper to night class, buy coke, buy this, buy bread. They eat. After eating, they are filled up. They cannot even open their book again. They say, okay, let me rest for 30 minutes. From 30 minutes, as I wake up, that 30 minutes, in fact, bro, wake me up 30 minutes time. As I wake up, I'm reading this book back to back, cover to cover. This semester is gone. And they will say it with all boldness, like all determination. And they sleep till the next morning and they carry their bag, they go to the house. If night class does not work for you and you know you read in your house better, stay in your house and study. So anywhere that work for you, don't do things because others are doing it. So what I'm talking on now is understanding your brain pattern. Just like I said in the beginning of this video, this semester, I'm interested in your A, you making your parallel A, even if you've not made A in your life before. I'm interested in you making parallel A this semester. Just follow the simple steps I'm going to be giving and join the WhatsApp group chat that I'll be dropping after this class. I'll be opening that group chat after this class. So join the class and follow everything I'm going to be dropping there. And it's not going to be, that WhatsApp group is not a tutorial group. It's not group for people that are not determined. If I have two persons in that group, two persons that are ready to make a change in the academic life, I'm okay. I don't need crowd in the group. I need people that I can follow up personally until you get that desired goal. That's what I want. That's what I want. So I need people that can boldly say tomorrow, all right, since I joined the Excellence Simplified group, that was the beginning of my A's. So even if you've made A's before or you've not made A's before, that's not my business. What my business now is you can make that A starting from this semester. You can make that A starting from this semester. All right. And it's all in your hands. So understand your brain pattern and know what works for you. If you have that type of brain that you need to read over and over again, then start reading early. Because the problem is most persons they wait till exam, a week to exam before they start reading. A week to exam, and you're doing, let's say, 8 courses. You're doing 8 courses. Some persons are even doing 9 courses. You wait till exam before you start reading. It won't do it. It won't help. It won't help. Waiting till exam before you start reading is not good. So I won't advise you to do that. You need time. So, and we have 1 month. Let's say 1 month and to exam. 1 month unto your exam. We are going to plan it together. All right. So I've talked about understanding your course requirements, getting all your course outline. So if you don't have course outline, you're going to get all your course outline for all your courses, and you get course outline for all your courses, and we're going to work with that. I've talked about setting specific goals. I've talked about understanding your brain pattern. The next thing I'm going to point out is create a reading schedule. So create a reading schedule. That's one thing the mistake most persons make. They don't have a reading plan. They don't have a reading schedule, and that is why I'm making this video, so we can have that reading plan together. Some persons don't have a reading plan. Like they just read anyhow they want to read. Any course they pick up there, they can put like 3 textbooks, close their eyes, touch anyone they touch. That is one they read. No plan. No plan. That's very bad. Sincerely speaking, that's very bad. It's very, very bad. So yeah, you are to create a reading schedule. You have to create that. And how do you do that? You write when you will read. You call it timetable. Some persons have timetable without time. So why is it called timetable? You have timetable without time. No, it's not done like that now. So we have to write when you are to read, how you will read, and also follow up strategy. How am I going to follow up this reading? And don't bother about that. I'm going to be following you up for now, but we are going to plan together how you will read, when you are going to read, in order to cover up your stuffs before exam. So we are going to discuss that together. Hope someone is still with me. If you're with me, please drop your best emoji in the comment section. Let me know you're still with me. Drop your best emoji in the comment section. Let me know you are with me. Let me know you're hearing me. Are we still together? Okay, so the next thing here is prioritize your reading. Prioritize your reading. Prioritize your reading. Some persons, you know, some persons, they read only when they feel like reading. Like they read only when they are in the mood. Only when they are in the mood, that's when they read. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. You don't read only when you are in the mood reading. No, you don't read only when you're in the mood. Prioritize your reading. You might have other things you're doing as a student. Maybe you're the one taking care of your bills. So you don't have anybody taking care of your academics. Maybe you're doing into business to help yourself. You're doing one thing or the other to help yourself. I understand that. I understand that most students are not just students. They have other things they are doing in order to make ends meet. But at the same time, you have to prioritize your reading. And I'm going to explain how you can balance your reading and your other lives, maybe your business life and other stuff, how you can balance academics and other stuffs together. Because I won't say don't do business or don't do this. So who will feed you? Who will pay your fees? So I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to give you things you can do to balance up so that academics do not suffer and your business or not, any other thing you're doing will not also suffer. All right, so that will be that. Okay, so prioritize your reading. Then use active reading strategies. Use active reading strategies. Some persons, once they carry their book, they are gone. Like as they carry their book like this, they are gone. Sleep have started. Sleep have started. So there are some reading strategies that personally me I applied and it worked for me several times. Worked for me several times. So I'm going to be sharing with you those active reading strategies also. So use active reading strategies. Another one is stay organized. Stay organized. You know, personally, I had this problem. I had this problem. In my year one, I was not organized. And this is what I mean. Not that I don't attend classes. I don't miss class. I attend all my classes, but I was not good at note taking. I can attend class just what I think is important to me and I leave out most of the stuff. But that's not the best. I don't even keep my notes where. So exam time, maybe a week to exam or some days to exam, I'll now be calling my course mates. Can you snap and send this note for me? Can you do this? Can you snap? Can I borrow your note and copy? Exam. An exam is there. So when we have time to copy, when we have time to read, you're updating notes and you're reading. It affected me. It affected me. So stay organized. Stay organized. This is this course. Write it down. Make sure your note is intact before exam. Because if your note is intact with good handwriting, because if your handwriting is bad, you go tired to read your handwriting. You just carry your notes. Maybe you wake up in the night around 12 to read. Open the first page. You say you are not even seeing anything. With that sleep, this thing, you are gone. But if your handwriting is okay, at least visible. You know, there are sometimes when you write well and you just want to read because the handwriting is sweeting you. You want to read. So calm down and organize your writing. So organize your writing, organize your notes. Keep track of your reading, of your notes. So in that semester, if you have 8 courses, are my notes up to date? So that in exam, you not struggle to find what to read. Because in exam, some persons, they want to read, but they don't even know what to read. They don't even have what to read. They are short of reading materials. So organize yourself. Have a reading material. Have your reading material. So keep your reading materials intact. Keep your reading materials intact. All right. So stay organized. Stay organized as a student because it will help you a lot. So you have to keep track of your reading materials. The next thing is be flexible. Be flexible. If you're already in university, you agree with me that sometimes you have your own plan, lecturers have their own plan. So you plan for today, they'll fix impromptu class. So you don't say already before coming from the house, I fixed that I'll be reading by 12 o'clock because on the timetable there was no 12 o'clock class. So they now fix, lecturer now fix class by 12 o'clock. You now say you must go and read because that was what you already planned. No, be flexible. Your plan should be a little flexible. You have to attend the class. You have to prioritize which one is most important. What if the lecturer gives test, impromptu test? You've missed. C is very, very important. So your plan should be a little flexible. It should not be it should not be rigid, too rigid. It should not be too rigid. It should be a little flexible so that you can make it, because without flexibility in this university environment, I don't know, but you'll be reading according to you, but you not still get a good result if you're not flexible. If you're not flexible, because most of the time you might be missing classes, you might be missing tests, and if you miss class, you miss tests, your chances of getting A is already going far. It's already going very far. So another thing is seek help when needed. Seek help when needed. Don't keep quiet. Don't keep quiet. You don't know it is you don't know it. Let me come close here. If you don't know it, you don't know it. Anytime you don't know it, seek for help. You've tried, it's not, talk to someone. Talk to someone. The someone might be your classmate, might be your senior colleague, might be anybody that can offer help. And when you're seeking for help, also be careful. When I'm talking about help now, remember this live video is basically academic. So I'm not talking about financial help now. When you're seeking for help, what you do as you're seeking for help, be very careful. You seek for help from someone that will just make the whole case worse. Don't go and seek for help from somebody that is suffering the same thing with you. Okay, maybe you have issues planning your reading and you now meet someone that doesn't even attend class, doesn't even read to plan your reading. Person can give you advice like, when I see people reading always, I wonder what they actually do. 2 days to exam, they can give you advice that I don't know, before you know, you fall in for their advice and you are worse than when you came. So look for someone that can give you the right advice, and you meet that person. So don't keep quiet. If you're in need, seek for help. Seek for help. If you don't know it, now you know this person knows it. Even if that person is your junior, colleague, meet that person to explain. In exam, they will not put anywhere in exam, where do you know this one from? Write it, who taught you this one? The fact is, you've known it. So seek for help, no matter who's involved. If it's only your lecturer that can help you there, meet that lecturer. The lecturer will explain for you. But most of us are afraid of our lecturer. So what I used to tell myself is, if I meet this lecturer, the lecturer will not beat me. If the lecturer beats me, I will not cry. Even if I cry, I will not die. You get. So that's the mindset I used to have to give me the boldness to go on. They are humans, and most of them are ever willing to help. So meet them to explain the stuff you don't understand. All right. So that being said, seek for help when needed. Review and readjust. That is the next thing. Always check yourself, reevaluate yourself after a week. What did I look back and say? What did I achieve this week that is passing? Okay, in 1 month's time, what have I achieved? 2 months time, what have I achieved? Exam is here. What have I achieved this semester? So remember, I said you should make daily, weekly, monthly, and semester goals. So you always look back. At the end of a day, have I achieved what I planned for today? Next day, have I achieved what you get? In a week, have I achieved this? So reevaluate yourself. Check yourself. Always check yourself. And if possible, re-strategize. If what the method you are using is not working, re-strategize. That's the need for flexibility. If you're still with me, let me hear it in the comment section. I'm active. Drop it in the comment section. I'm active. Let me know I'm not alone. Before we go to the next one, challenges students face when planning their reading. This is one of the most important thing why I'm doing this live class. So drop it in the comment section. I'm active. On to the next one. I'm active. I'm active. I'm active. And please stay to the end of this video. Stay to the end of this because it's power, like everything you need is here. Everything you need is here. If you miss out, you miss out. And it's a live class. If you miss out, you miss out. So I'm with you. Let me see it there. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Or I'm active. Drop it in the live in the chat section there. I'm active. Drop I'm active there. And we move on. Okay. Okay. I'm still waiting for others. I'm still waiting for others. All right. So let's carry on. Challenges students face when planning their reading. You know, just like I said from the beginning of the class, planning your reading is everything. Making your A is not all about, or making a very good score in whatever exam you're writing is not all about, it's not all about dying in your book. Dying in your book. No, it's not all about dying in your book. But planning, that's the most important thing. Planning. But there are some challenges you face as a student when planning your reading. I'm going to talk about these challenges students face and the solutions, possible solutions. Then I'm going to plan your course with you, plan how to read with you, like give you the plans you have to follow. Then for those persons for those persons that will want to further, I'll add it to a WhatsApp group after this class where I will personally follow up your reading until you get that your desired result. All right, so challenges students face when planning their reading. Number one is information overload. They overload themselves. Okay, maybe after this class you've decided to start reading. And you've decided to start reading. You now say, because you've not been reading before, today you want to read biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and government. You want to use today to finish them back to back. You're overloading yourself and you end up achieving little or nothing. You're overloading yourself. So don't overload yourself. I will be taking the challenges and the solutions together. Don't overload yourself, because most students, one challenge they face is overloading themselves. Another one is difficulty setting clear goals and priorities. So some students, they find it challenging to set clear goals. They cannot set clear goals for themselves. They cannot set their priorities. What you have to do to overcome this? Because if you don't have clear goal, you won't even have won't even have direction. You won't even have what you're working towards. So what you do is to set clear goals. Take a pen and your jotter and write down all the courses you are doing, or all the subjects you are to read. Let's say you're a one student and you're doing 5 courses. Assuming, write down the 5 courses. You've started making clear plans. So write down the 5 courses or the number of courses you are doing. Now, next thing is, how many days do I have in a week? You want to plan on weekly basis now. How many days do I have in a week? 7 days in a week. How do I fix these 5 days into 7 days? After that, you try to fix that. What time would be best for me? Put down the time. That will help you to discipline yourself. So set clear goals, very clear goals. Because if you don't have clear goals, you'll just be floating. You'll be a floating student. Another challenge that most students have is lack of time management skills. They don't know how to manage their time. Almost everybody, don't look at me like that though. Almost all of you are victims of this one. Almost everybody, almost every student are victim of this one. lack of proper time management. Lack of proper time management. You see, uh, time for reading. You now heard that there's a match. Arsenal versus Man City. Off you go. You're going to watch match. I'm not saying you don't watch match, but there is time for everything. Set your priorities. Manage your time, and time management requires discipline. Time management requires discipline. So proper time management. How do you manage your time? Because if you don't manage it, we all have 24 hours. So the rich and poor, everyone have 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. But how do you manage your 24 hours? So always sit down as you wake up every day or before you sleep, plan the next day. Write it down before you sleep. Plan the next day. This is what I'm going to do the next day. You don't just move out without having any plan. Time management is very important. They say time lost cannot be regained. The time 20 minutes ago, I cannot go back to 20 minutes ago. Okay, what I just said now, that 20 minutes I just mentioned now, I cannot go back. I cannot walk back to that time now. This one I just said now, I cannot go back to that time I said this one now. You see, time moves. They say time flies, but the most important thing is we are the pilot. So how you direct your time is how what you gain from it, what you get from it. That's why they say time is money. And because the way you prioritize your time, the way you use your time will determine what you get in the future. And do something now that your future self will be happy about. Yes. 5 years from now, you'll not be here again. 6 years from now, most of you will not be a student again. 2 years from now, most of you will not be a student again. You have an entirely different life to face. So will you have anything to regret about today? That's one thing you should ask yourself. Will you have anything to regret about? Will you say something like, oh, if I have known, I would have done this when I was a student. If I've known, I would have. If I have known. Now is the time to. So you don't regret tomorrow. They said there are two types of pain. There are two types of pain, which you must undergo one. So long as you're a living thing, you must undergo one type of pain. One is the pain of discipline. Pain of discipline. Discipline is not easy. It's painful. It's either you undergo the pain of discipline or the second type of pain. The second type of pain is the pain of regret. Regret. So it's either you undergo the pains of discipline now to carry out that task, or you undergo the pains of regret tomorrow. And one thing about it is the pains of discipline is short-termed. It does not last forever. But the pains of regret last forever. Anytime you remember it, hi, I wish. It's just one mark that made me not to get this course I'm going for. How I wish I sat down that time and read. How I wish pains of regret last forever. But the pains of discipline is just for the moment. So why not discipline yourself and suffer that pains of discipline so that tomorrow you don't live to suffer the pains of regret forever. You know, why most parents lie to their children, my father did not train me, my mother did not train me. Some of those things they say actually lies. They had the opportunity, but they didn't utilize it. They didn't suffer the pains of discipline, and they're not suffering the pains of regret. So choose your pains wisely. Do you want to suffer the pains of discipline? You're in school, so you do better and enjoy, or do you suffer the pains of regret tomorrow? So the choice is yours. The choice is yours, and the road is actually wide. You're at the junction. Choose your pain. So lack of time management skills. It's something of decision to manage your time. Decide. Please, I don't like your class. You're not seeing you. React to this video. Click on any of the reactions below. You're seeing there. React to this video. Comment so I'll know you're active. That's the only way I'll know you're active, because I'm you. I'll know you're hearing me. That's the only way I'll know you're with me. So react to this video, comment on this video, and I'll know you're with me. All right. So another thing is procrastination. Students know how to procrastinate. Students like deadline. Students like deadline. If we are given assignments and it says submit tomorrow by let's say 12 o'clock tomorrow, this assignment, they gave the assignment 2 weeks ago, but they are submitting tomorrow by 12 o'clock. That student will wait till that's tomorrow. By 11, course paper start collecting. Some students are still writing. Something I was given 2 weeks ago. Procrastination. Procrastination is one killer of dream. I will do it later. I still have time. That's one feeling most students have. I still have time. I semester. We have 2 weeks remaining. 2 months remaining now. There's still time. There's still time. There's still time. That feeling that I think I had some network challenges, so I was cut off for some time, but I'm back. So, light is gone, light is gone, light is gone. You have to just give me a little time. Let me set up this. I've taken light. So just give me some minutes. This okay, that's Nigeria for you. They can take light at any time. They can do anything they want at any time. But we are used to Nigeria. So sorry for that breakup. If it was in UK now or in any other country, they would have given you they would have told you beforehand that we're going to take light. But we're in Nigeria. All right, so that's that. So I've talked about procrastination. We know how to procrastinate, and procrastination is very bad. I'll do it later. Let me read now. Okay, I'll read in 2 hours time. I'll read in 3 hours time. Like procrastination. Some persons know how to procrastinate very well. But as a student that wants to do well, don't procrastinate. Avoid procrastination. Avoid procrastination as a student that really wants to do well. Avoid procrastination. All right, so the next thing is distractions. Distractions might be your phone. So when some students meet me and say, I'm having problems in reading, the first question I ask them is, what are your distractions? So distractions might be your phone. Distractions might be your friends. Distractions might come from anywhere. So avoid anything that will distract you as much as you can. Things like, I can't say you should leave your phone, but okay, there are some times that all the social media handles, my social media apps, most times I used to delete them. When I have serious things to do and I see I'm becoming addicted to it, I remove them. TikTok, Facebook, currently as I'm speaking to you now, say, I've removed my TikTok, I've removed my Facebook, my WhatsApp, I can't remove it, YouTube, I can't remove it because of things like my Instagram, I've removed it, Twitter, I've removed it. It's as serious as that. I remove them when they become more distracted. When I have very serious things to face, I delete them from my phone. When I'm done with the serious stuff, I can take them back. If you are disciplined enough not to, you can still have them in your phone, but you're not touching it. Good, I'm fine. But somehow, I don't do that. So I just removed them in my phone. All right. So the next thing is, so avoid distractions. If a friend is becoming a distraction, cut that friend off. I'm not saying you should quarrel that friend. You should quarrel with that friend. I'm not saying you should do that. but keep that phone at arm's length. So another thing is difficult is staying motivated. Some students find it very difficult to stay motivated, like motivated during studies. Like they find it very difficult to stay motivated studying. So they don't have the appetite to read. They don't have they just can't study. So that's it. But you have to motivate yourself. So what even motivates you to study? You should have something that always motivates you to study. That when you look, when you remember that thing, you always study. You always study. When you remember that stuff, you always study. So have something that motivates you. Have something that motivates you to study. Another thing is balancing multiple courses and responsibilities. So I'll talk a little more on this one. Some persons they have uh, issues balancing. I just hope you can see me clearly, because obviously they've taken light. So I don't know if you can still see me clearly. But or hold on, let me change my. If you can see me clearly, just drop it in the comment section. You can see me clearly. Or let me change my location. So just hold on. Let me set up this. Okay. I think here is clearer. I think it's clearer here than the other place. So okay, so I can continue now. So balancing multiple courses and responsibilities. Balancing multiple courses and responsibilities is a challenge for most persons. They have so many things they are doing, so they can't even focus on their books. They can't even focus on their academics because they have multiple things they are doing. Multiple things they are doing. And how do you balance your academics and your business? How do you balance that? How do you balance your academics and how do you balance your academics and something that's giving you money? How do you do that? Or how do you balance your academics and exercise? If you do exercise, how do you balance things up so that this one is not suffering and the other one is not suffering? How do you do that? Set priorities. There's time for everything. If you do this, you discover that you even have enough time to do anything you want. If you plan yourself, you have a timetable. By this time to this time, I'll do this. By this time to this time, I'll do this. By this time to this time, you do this. You will see that you have a whole lot of time, like a whole lot of time. But if the day you don't plan yourself, you see, you don't even have time to read. You don't have time to do exercise. You don't have time for your business. You don't have time for anything because you just spend the whole time discussing and doing nonsense. But if you plan yourself, with time, plan yourself, you discover that you have a whole lot of time. I mean, you have a lot of time. You have a lot of time. All right. So balance multiple courses. You have 8 courses you're doing. You have 10 courses you are doing. Whatever number of courses you are doing. You planning will make you to balance up everything. Planning will help you to balance up everything. All right. So quickly, I'll look at strategies for staying organized and motivated as a student. What are the strategies you can use? What are the strategies you can use? One of the strategy you can use use a planner or calendar. This one you should be writing it down. Use a planner or a calendar. So write down all your tasks and add deadlines. So you can use calendar to plan yourself or a planner. We have tools. We use a planner tool you can use to plan yourself. Use write down all your tasks and add deadlines to it. Add deadlines. Add deadlines. Add deadlines. So you say, I'm going to achieve this. I'm going to read this from this to this to this. Because if you don't add deadline, you see that you're not even meeting up. So add deadlines to whatever thing you're setting, whatever as you're planning. Add deadlines. Another thing is use a to-do list before you go out. Use to-do list of what you are going to achieve. Use a to-do list. To-do list means you write down what you're going to do for that day. When you have a list of plans of what you're going to do for that day, you discover that you achieve much, you achieve very well. for that day. So have a list of what you're going to do for that day. Okay, then break down larger tasks into small manageable tasks. Break down large tasks, a whole textbook. Don't say, I'm going to finish this textbook. When? How are you going to finish it? You don't know when you're going to finish it. You don't know how you're going to finish it. You're just reading it like that. No, it's not done like that. So break down the textbook into days. Break down the textbook into weeks. Have targets of when you're going to finish that textbook. Now set reminders and notifications. Another thing is, I've talked about setting specific goals. Then create a reward system. You can always reward yourself. Like, if I finish this course, if I finish reading this course, if I finish reading this course, I'll gift myself. Sometimes I used to do that. I say, okay, if I finish this topic, I'll watch movie. Then after finishing that course, I'll watch movie. Reward yourself, no matter how small it is. It will keep you motivated. To keep you motivated. Look at yourself as two persons. Look at yourself as two persons, your flesh and the real you. You know, the real you is not this skin. This is not the real you. Hope you know. The real you is not this thing. The real you is inside this thing. This body is a container of the real you. So if this body is a container of the real you, it means you are two in one now. Okay, we are tripartite human beings, sabi? Spirit inclusive. So the real you is inside here, and this stuff here, this flesh here, is always fighting against the real us. It's always fighting against the real us inside us, so that the real us cannot achieve what the real us is supposed to be. So this thing is always fighting against us, but we cannot live without this thing. So this is just carrying us around. Our flesh is just carrying us around. So you don't always say yes to what your flesh needs. Your flesh will always need sleep. It's not every time your flesh needs sleep, you have to sleep. Flesh will always need things that your spirit most times. He said that's why he said his spirit is willing, but the flesh says no. So don't always follow your flesh, because your flesh is just carrying the real you. The real you is inside you. So create a reward system. When you reward yourself, you'll be happy. Now find a study buddy. Find a study buddy. A study buddy can be a friend or a classmate, somebody that you can be accountable for, somebody that you always tell your progress, your reading progress, somebody that can chat you up, somebody that can hold you responsible. Why have you not read today? Have a study buddy. Have a let me call it a study mate, or someone that can always be tracking your reading. Be tracking your reading. If I me to do that for you, me, I'm here for you. So if I'm doing that for you, it means you have to be on the WhatsApp group I'm going to create after this video. The WhatsApp group will be all about following you up until you achieve your goal. But it's not for people that will be unserious. It's not for people that I'll say do this, they will not do it. It's not for unserious minds. It's for people that are definite about making change. People that are intentional about making change in the academics. Okay, so now anytime you want to give up, remind yourself of why you are studying. Why are you even studying? Remind yourself of why you're studying. You're studying to make an A. If you're studying before to make B, remove that mentality now. Why making B when you can make A? So remind yourself that you must make A in this course, no matter how difficult it is. Remind yourself that. Remind yourself. And there are study strategies. I'm going to talk about study strategies that can make you to understand difficult tasks, difficult courses, like in a matter of time. So remind yourself of why you're reading. Remind yourself that you have to make your parents proud. Remind yourself that your parents are there struggling for you. Remind yourself that your mom is not sleeping, praying for you. Remind yourself that you have to make them proud. Remind yourself. I think when I was in, I think year 2 or year 3, I think year 2, I published a book, and the name of the book is Make Me Proud. Make Me Proud. I think some copies are still there. Make Me Proud. Is it? And what motivated me to write that book is I wanted to make my parents proud. I wanted to make my parents proud. So I just visualized the whole scenario. If I can read, I'll make my parents proud. So think about things that motivate you to read. That was my basic motivation of reading. That was my basic motivation. I wanted to make my parents proud. Nothing else. Like, I just wanted to make my parents proud. So, anytime you want to give up reading, think about what you're reading. You want to make A's, not B's. B should be by mistake. You want to make A's. Even if you, from the starting of this class, I said, even if you've not made A's before, or you've not made high scores before, that one is not my business. My business now is that you can do it because you have all it takes inside you. It is called potential. You have everything it takes to make that A, to get that high score. It's inside you. It's called potential. But you have to bring it to light. And bringing it to light starts from your imagination. Imagination is creating a mental picture of something that is yet to exist. So you have to create that mental picture of you getting that high score already, of you getting that A's, that parallel A's you want. You have to create that mental picture and work towards it. After creating the mental picture, believe in yourself, and that's all. Believe in yourself, work towards it, and you get it done. All right, so remind yourself of why you're studying. Then the last thing I'll talk about here before I give you the plan is take breaks and practice self-care. Take breaks and practice self-care. Take breaks. Your body, they say body no be firewood. Take breaks. There's a very thin line, very small line between normal people and mad people. Take breaks, so as you read, take breaks. Take care of yourself. A sick person cannot study, so take care of yourself and take breaks in between. Take breaks in between your studies. Take breaks in between your studies, and that will help you. So now you've had the mindset to study. Because if you don't have the mindset to study, I wonder why you're still following this video. If you not made up your mind that you want to study, because making A, there's no two ways about it. You must study. But the stuff is most persons study using the wrong approach. So they still have a very bad result. And they were reading all through. But they use a very wrong approach. So for you to be on this life chart, you have the mindset of change. You have the mindset of making better results. You have the mindset of making better results. So how do you go about starting your plan now? Because it's going to be practical. It's going to be practical. So I'm going to be giving you how to tips, things you can do now to start your plan today, and now right away. So take a pen and your book. Take pen and your book. And if you're ready, write it in the comment section there. I am ready. So write it in the comment section. I'm ready. I'm ready. Your book, your pen. We are ready to make the plan now. Now and right away. Write it down. I'm ready. This live class is ending very soon. I don't want to make it very long again. So just write, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm waiting for you. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready. If you're ready, with your pen and your book. So pen and your book. I'm ready. Let me see. I'm ready there. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel because from time to time I'll be dropping videos that will help you academically. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue. If you missed any part of this class, if you missed any part of this video, I'll make this video public. I'll make it public so you can go back to where you missed. All right, so this is what you do. I'm going to be working with two months plan. 2 months plan. Whatever thing you're doing, whatever course you are reading, whatever level you are, whether you are a Jambite or an aspirant, you're a year 1 student, year 2, final year student, secondary school student, to work for you. So I'm going to be using 2 months plan. I'm going to be using 8 courses or 8 subjects, anyhow you call it. But any number of courses you are doing, it will work for you. Just arrange it to fit yourself. So 2 months. So you can write on that book you're holding now, 2 months plan for my reading, 2 months plan for my reading. So our long-term goal now is we want to finish 8 courses in 2 months. Or you want to finish that number of courses you have there in 2 months. So you can write it down there, finishing or covering so number of courses in 2 months. So our long-term goal is finishing the 8 courses in 2 months, or the number of courses you are doing in 2 months. Now, you agree with me that 2 months is, in 1 month, we have 4 weeks in 1 month. 4 weeks in 1 month. So in 2 months, we have 8 weeks. We have 8 weeks. 8 weeks. So you have 8 weeks. So any plan we are making now, 8 weeks. 8 weeks plan. And 8 weeks, let's say 30 days are in 1 month. So 2 months, we have 60 days. So we are finishing 8 courses in 60 days. Is it possible? 8 courses in 8 weeks. Sorry, 8 courses in 8 weeks. Good. 8 courses in eight weeks. Good. Is it possible? If you are finishing 8 courses in 8 weeks, you see where the plan starts from now. How do you finish 8 courses in 8 weeks? Literally, that means you're finishing one course in 1 week. That's you're finishing a whole course, a full course in 7 days. And remember, I asked you to make an assumption at the beginning of this video. I asked you to assume that you've not started reading already, whether you've read or not. Assume. So I'm making the assumption that you've not read before. Like this semester, you've not read anything. So you have let's say 2 months now to prepare for 8 courses, meaning 1 week for one course. How can you finish a whole course in 1 week? You have to start from somewhere. So you can write them out. You have two months, right? 8 weeks. So write week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, something like this. Let me show you what I mean. On one side of book, I'll show you what I'm writing. You can write something like this. This is week 1. You turn to the next page, you write week 2. Yeah. You open to the next page, you write week 3, week 4, week 5 weeks until you get to week 8. So you can do that right away. So something like this, week 1, write week 1 there. Now, if you've written that in week 1, first of all, before writing the weeks, write down all the courses. That's the first thing. Write down all the courses you're doing. All the courses, the 8 courses, or the number of courses you are doing. If you've done that, write in the comment section, done. Write down the 8 courses or the number of courses you are doing. And write done. Write down all the courses you're doing in that note and write done in the comment section. Let me know you're following. So I'm waiting for us. I'm waiting for us. Type down in the live section if you've written down all the courses you're offering. If you're not with book or pen where you're watching from, just type in the comment section, I'm with you. So if you're not with book or pen where you're watching from now, just type in the comment section, I'm with you. Type in the live chat section, I'm with you. And don't bother yourself. This, all your live chats, all these comments will not show after this comment section. So it's only showing on this live video. Okay, done. Okay, so you've written down all your courses, all your subjects. Now, this is the next thing you're going to do. In each of the course now, this one you can do it after now. Take each course and write down all the topics in that course that you need to cover before exam. Take down one of the course, write, so you've written down all the subjects. In fact, I would advise you to follow up your reading, get a new notebook. Get a new notebook. And in this new notebook is just to keep track of your reading. So after now, do that. For those persons that will be joining the WhatsApp group, I will be following up that. Get a new notebook, maybe just 20 leaves. Then the first page, you write down all the courses you're doing. The next page, you take the first course, write down all the topics in that course. Next page, you take the next course, take down all the topics in that course, all the topics in that, all the courses. So write down all the courses and all the topics you need to cover in those courses. Get out time to write all these things, because if you don't write them, like you don't get all the topics and you are reading blindly, forget about the A you want to make. You can make A by mistake then. But you have to be intentional about this, because I really want you to make this A. Okay, so the next thing is, after writing down all the topics, you can do that after this, but write down what I'm saying so you don't forget. After writing down all the topics in those courses, what you do now is you now write the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, and week 8. Remember, we said we're working with 8 weeks plan. So week 8. So if you've done that, if you've written the week 1 to week 8, under week 1 now, choose a particular course. Now there are two methods I normally use. I can say in 1 week, you are students. So if you focus on just one course, there might be a problem, because lectures, assignments from other courses, maybe they'll fix tests on other courses, and focusing on just reading only one course for a week might not help. That one can help you during holidays, but when school is already in section. So this is what you do. You take one particular course as focus for that week. Not that you will not touch other courses, but as focus for that week. You are finishing one of those courses in this week. Don't worry about how you're going to do it. You can finish one course per week. You can do that comfortably. You have 24 hours a day. And so don't bother yourself. You can do that comfortably. I'll tell you how to go about it. So just pick a particular course. So in that week 1, under the week 1, write subject. You write a particular subject you're going to do. You're going to focus on for that week. Then the next week, you write subject. You write the particular subject you're going to focus on. Just like that for the 8 weeks. This video will not be too long again. I'm already having a headache. Right, so under week 1 now, you've written the subject. As you've written the subject, the next thing you have to do is write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Write the days of the week there. Hope you are following what I'm saying. Write the days of the week there. The days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then that's 7 days a week. Now look at how many topics you have in each of those subjects. How many topics you have in each of those courses. And split it into 7 days. Split it into 7 days. So on Monday, write the topics you have to cover. On Tuesday, write the topics you have to cover. On Wednesday, write the topics you have to cover. On Wednesday, write the topics you have to cover until you fill up the 7 days to finish the course. You go to the next week. You do the same thing for the next course, like that for the 8 weeks. You've planned your reading now. But you're not done. What time are you going to read that course? Remember, you have to touch other, if you are given assignment in other courses, you have to do them and other stuff. But this is the main course you're focusing on this week. What time are you going to do that? So this is when understanding your brain comes in. So organizing your time, you fix time for each of the course, because if you don't fix time, you will not be disciplined enough to do it. You fix time. And how do you fix your time? When you're going to school, you're a student and all the stuff. Some persons say, I'm not a night reader. You're not a night reader. Yeah. You can read in the day, you can read in the night. So I'm going to talk about how you do that. So you arrange all the topics into all those days, and after that is now to follow it up. And this is where the study buddy comes in. You need someone to, because for me, I feel if you have someone that is always asking you, have you done this? Have you done that? It goes a long way. When you have the feeling that you have someone to account to, you feel you will always want to cover up. You always want to cover up. And that is why I'm going to open a group chat after this. And the group chat is specifically for those that really want to be academic. When they mention academic, they mention their person. Even if I just like I said, I don't care what your level is now. I don't care whether you are on carryovers. I don't care. But what I know is you can do better. It's a thing of the mind. So if you decide, it's decision. If you've decided to, you can actually do that. If you've decided to, you can do that. So I'm going to be following you up, and I'm going to be giving daily tips and daily things you are going to do. You are going to be doing daily exercises for me as regards your book. And then we will evaluate at the end of each week how far you've made progress until your exam. We are going to do that together. So before I move to the last thing, just like I said, I'm having headache right now. So I don't want to make this video long again. But if you're following me and we should go to the last thing, just drop your best emoji in the comment section. Drop your best emoji in the comment section. So I'll just talk about the next thing in a few minutes and we call it a wrap for this section. Drop your best emoji, react to this video, like this video if you don't like it. Like this video if you don't like it. Okay. Okay, so basically in this live chat, let me just let me run through what we've done so far. Then I'll give you the last thing, and we'll continue on the WhatsApp group chat. On the WhatsApp group chat, I've not opened the group, but I'm opening it after this class, after this video, and it's not for everybody. It's for people that mean it, that mean business, people that want to be intentional about the academic progress. All right. So beginning of this video, I've talked about the strategies for effective study plans. I've talked about understanding your course requirements. I've talked about setting specific goals, understanding your brain pattern, creating a reading schedule. I've talked about challenges students face when planning their reading and solutions to those challenges. I've talked about strategies for staying organized and motivated, including using planner and calendar. I've talked about use to-do lists. I've talked about set reminders and notifications, set specific goals, create a reward system for yourself, find study buddy. I've talked about that. I've talked about reminding yourself of why you're studying when you want to give up. I've talked about taking breaks, and I've given you a skeletal plan of your reading, of your reading plan. I've given you a skeletal plan of that. So if you're following everything I've said, you've already gotten a skeletal plan, weekly basis for the 8 weeks on what you're going to finish. So you're going to complete that. And for those of you that will be joining the group, you're going to send it to me. Now, the group chat will help you to stay on track. Will help you to stay on track. And the things you are going to gain from this WhatsApp group chat I'm opening right away is one, personalized coaching. So I'm going to be coaching you academically, personally on that group chat. Just like I said, if I have just two persons on the group chat, two persons that are ready to say, come brain, come son, me, I'm ready to make a mark in my academics. I'm ready to make parallel A's. Come brain, come anything. I'm ready. Even if I have just two persons like that on that group, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm very, very okay. I've had group chats over the years. I think my first group chat where I coached students was then I was still a student. I think in 2020 or so, or 2021. That was my first group chat. And a lot of testimonies already for those persons that were ready to change, those persons that were ready to make difference academically. So I'm going to be giving you personalized coaching. I'm going to be giving you daily follow-up, like follow up your reading daily, tracking your reading, to track your reading, to ensure that you're actually reading. And if possible, if you're not doing it, I penalize you for not reading. It's as serious as that. Because me, I want you to do well. And me, I want you to do well. Just like I said, it's not a tutorial group. It's a coaching group where I coach you to do better. So, and I'm going to be giving you exclusive study tips daily study tips. So we'll also be addressing all the challenges you have. Any challenge you have, we're going to be addressing that. All right. So without wasting any other time, now this group, personally, I've discovered something. Anything that is too free, you don't value it. Yes. Anything that is very free, you don't value it. So I would have made it just like my other groups are free, like just like my other study groups are free over the years. Uh, I would have liked to make this one free so that everybody can access it, but I've noticed so many things. My free groups there, they just join for joining sake, and you out of 40 something persons in a group, you see just like 5 persons being serious and having crowd, and you're not making the results wanted. It's not making sense. So before you can join the group, you have to make a commitment of just 2,000 naira. Just 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira is not doing anything to me. But as a commitment, when you want to, you don't want to be serious, you remember the money you've paid. Yes, that's the purpose of the money. You will remember the money you've paid. Maybe that was your last card. Maybe that's your last card. 2,000 naira. Maybe that was your last card. When you don't want to serious, you be serious with what I'm giving you the group, or you want to, because some persons they will form that they're actually following what I'm doing. When you some students, I call them like in the night, because I do that a lot. I'll call, are you reading or you are sleeping? I do that a lot. Like I'll call them in the night, are you reading? When maybe I've given them a target, we are reading from so time to so time. And when I give target, like I follow. I have other things to read. I'm not a student, but I have things to read. So I set targets, I read with them. Then I call in between, are you reading or you're sleeping? Some of them will just wake up and say, I'm reading. And with their voice, you know, they've gone far, they're sleeping already. So you don't deceive yourself. So if you make a commitment, you know that if you make commitments, you know what to do. You'll not deceive yourself. But if it's totally free, I don't care. The group will be filled up, and at the end of the day, I will not have desired result I want for you, because I want parallel A's for you this semester. All right. So if you are interested in joining the group for that, just that's 2K, 2,000 naira, chat me up on my on WhatsApp. I'm going to add you to the group. You make payment and I add you to the group. Just like I said, if it's one person or 2 persons I have on that group, and the 2 persons are doing what I say, and at the end of the semester, at the end of the term, they get what they want, me, I'm okay. I'm perfectly okay. I'm perfectly okay. So I will drop, for those if you don't have my WhatsApp number, after this video, I'm going to drop my WhatsApp number in the comment section. So chat me up and make and I'll add you to the group. I think that will be that. I'll not make more emphasis on the group chat, but other things will be done there on that WhatsApp group chat. At this point, if you gain something from this video, let me know in the comment section. If you gain something from this video, give me the fire emoji if you gain something from this video, because this video will be, I'll be cutting this video very soon. So I'll be going off very soon. So if you gain something, let me know. If you have any question at this point, drop your question in the comment section. If you have any question, drop your question in the comment section. If you don't have, give me fire emoji there. If you don't gain anything, let me know also that you did not gain anything, so the next video I'll improve. So I'll give you some minutes to do that. I'll give you some minutes to do that. Why those that if you're interested in the group, you can send me a message on WhatsApp now. You can send me a message on WhatsApp now, and I will respond. Okay, Joy. So I hope I will still upload the video because you joined it. Yes, this video will be. I'll leave it public. I'll leave it public here so that those that join late. I understand that some persons joined late. So those that join late, you have access to watch from the beginning of this video again. So I'll give you that benefit. I'll give you that benefit. For those of you that are interested in joining the For those of you that are interested in joining the coaching group, send me a message on WhatsApp. Send me a message on WhatsApp and I will respond. I'll respond. So if you still gain something, I'm still waiting. If you gain something from this video, I'm still waiting for your emoji. Waiting for your emoji. I'm waiting for your fire emoji. My number, I will drop my number in the comment section after this live video, or let me see if there's any way I can display the number here. But if you can hear me, my number is 090 68 39 45 81. So that's my number, 090 68 39 45 81. That's my WhatsApp number. That's my WhatsApp number. Let me see if I can display it here. I'll do something now. Okay. All right. So I think I was able to put my number there on the poll, so you can you can get the number there. And another thing is you can make plans, and at the end you make all the plans you have, and at the end everything boils down to even as you're making your plan. Also remember God exists too. So make your plans also and also pray. So it does not end at making plans. Also pray. Pray that because sometimes you make plans and you find it difficult to follow the plans. Pray for God to help you to follow the plans you've made. And so that when you write exams, everything. So those persons clicking not save. Click the number is there already, so you can copy from there and save. You can copy the number from there and save. I'll still at the end of this class, I'm going to still drop it in the comment section. I'm going to pin it as a comment there. And thank you very much for joining. I'll leave this live chat on for some minutes, then I cut the video. So I use this time. Any question you have, drop it there. Anything you have to say it. Feel free to say it, and that will be that. So let me leave the live chat on for some time. Enjoy yourself. All right. Okay. So at this point, I will have to end the video here. See you on the WhatsApp group. See you on the WhatsApp group. My WhatsApp number, I will pin it to in the comment section so you can actually you can get my number from there and chat me up on WhatsApp. Feel free to chat me up. I'll always respond to your messages. Thanks for watching.